is DJ Wolf live in the Mickey P's. Happy days are here again. The sun is shining, oh, it's clear again. Whatever they call that song. But anyway, um, breaking MFA news. Yes, for those of you who could stand this SOB, Trump has been found guilty. I repeat, Trump has been found guilty of all 34 charges in this hush money trial. Yeah, it's about damn time. This guy been getting away with stuff for years, man. I mean, he's been getting away with all kind of stuff. To be honest, he been getting away with stuff like blackmail or kind of like this. you know, owning all kind of property he had no business owning outright. It's about time. It's really about time. It's about damn time. He should have been convicted a long time ago. He should have been convicted. You know, really, the insurrection is what they really should have got him on. And it's kind of ironic that they started with the hush money trial and not the insurrection, which was even more serious than this. And I'll say that way more serious than this hush money trial, to a point where he would have never been able to run for president again had he got convicted of that. I'm pretty sure of that because that was he made threats. Okay, he was involved with something that actually was a lot bigger than this. I'll say that, but to get him on this in itself, I'm fine with that. I'll take it. If something that would keep this guy from doing another 4 years, I'm happy with that. There's no reason this guy should be doing 4 more years of presidency. There's no reason. There's no reason whatsoever. Not for a minute. No reason at all. This guy should not be running. He shouldn't even be running a pet shop. He shouldn't be running a deli, a donut shop, a daycare. None of it. He doesn't even have the aptitude to even do that, let alone run for presidency a second time. He wasn't good the first time. You know, these Republicans are all about money. They're all about raising prices on taxes and cars and everything else. They don't care about the American public. They really don't. The Democrats don't either. But for certain, the Republicans really don't give a damn. If you gonna put this rat bastard back in office, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Really, this guy has no cut cards. He doesn't really care about the presidency. He just cares about power anyway. That's all he ever cared about. Power. He figure if he become president, do what he want. Yeah, even changing the scope of it. That's what his intention was anyway. Donald Trump does not give a damn about the American public. He's already proven that. But unfortunately, a lot of people that are the American public don't see it like that. They see him as being one of them. I mean, yeah, he is white, but he ain't really one of you. He could care less about you, to tell you the truth. And maybe it's time some of y'all wake the F up because he really don't care. Seriously. We already know as black folks he don't care. He's proven that. You know. And like, don't get me wrong. I'm not. I repeat, I'm not a fan of Biden. I don't any more like Biden than I do Trump. To be honest, I really don't. I can't stand him either. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I respect him as president, but as far as some of the comments he made, like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I was very offended by that. Still am. You know, I'm not a fan of his either. To be honest, I would, and I really wish there was a viable third and fourth candidates to run against those guys if it come down to that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to vote after this. I don't want to vote no more. I don't, because I just feel that the choices are limited. The Democratic and Republican parties put who they want you to vote for. They don't care if you making the choice that you want. It's about Who got the most money to step up to the plate to buy the way into the office? That's the way I feel about it. I'm kind of really disappointed in that. In a lot of ways. They when it comes to us, it's not about funding us for things that we need. It's about symbolism. They think symbolism is going to make us happy. No, that mess don't work no more. That mess don't work no more at all. Whether you think it does or not, you're in bad shape. You're in bad shape, but you really think the symbolism still work for us? It does not. Young people don't care about symbolism. Young people care about money. Let's be real. And you will not pull the wool over your eyes when it comes to that. You will not do it. You will not do it. Period. You might think you might, but you won't, to be honest. And I'm glad that they're woke. They're more woke than my generation is. My generation is a little bit more woke than the generation before me, but this young generation ain't playing. They play for keeps. Look, we do not want you to run us anymore. We have the option and the right to be able to choose the candidate we want in there, or we don't vote. Because many of them have already said they're not voting. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. Me personally, I don't really care because I don't plan on voting anyway. I'm tired of voting for people who doesn't do who are empty, what they call somebody referred to as empty, because they don't do anything for you. They do nothing for you. They do nothing for you at all whatsoever. They don't do a damn thing for you. They could care less about you. Could care less about your personal interests anyway. They don't care. You know, it's really sad because I've seen people, young people and older people, sit there for an hour and a half waiting to vote for somebody who think they're going to really represent their best interest, and their best interest has never been met. For many of us, it has never been met. You know, I was thinking when I was a teenager back in the day when I voted, and my first time I ever got a chance to vote when I turned 18 in 1982, that my vote was going to make a difference. Never did. Reagan was in office for what? I think almost 2 terms, something like that. Yeah, he was. I think he did do two. If I'm mistaken, I think he did two or something like that. But anyway, he was in there for a while, and he was a guy who really didn't do much for us either. He didn't. Reaganomics is what started all the mess that was going on today. The downward spiral of our communities is that damn Reaganomics. Believe it or not, it did. Tore our community a new one. Yeah. Remember prior to Reaganomics, I remember there being job programs, training programs, you know, Head Start, all that stuff. As soon as Reagan came around, all that stuff started going away, and right along with Bush, all that stuff started moving out. They started taking that money and diverting it to other stuff that they didn't need to divert it to. Now look what's going on: joblessness, homelessness at an all-time high. Man, crime is at an all-time high because people took the resources out of the communities and put them elsewhere. That's exactly what happened, folks. And these so-called people who talk about this, that, and the third ain't doing nothing for us, man. You know. And the biggest purveyors about this, I will admit, are the Democrats. I gotta say it. I'm a Democrat. I grew up in a Democratic household. Democrats don't do nothing for us, man. At least with the Republicans. If you're a Republican and you believe their hype, they back you up. I've seen that. And I'm not saying because I support what they do. I'm saying that I see how they have always got the support from their constituents have always got support from them candidates. They've always gotten the support from candidates, no matter what. If they say, "Hey, do this, do this, do that," they do it. You know, they usually get what they want. You know, that's like they folks got what they wanted from the ones who put him in office. You know, yeah. He said they want to put up a wall. He put up a wall. Or at least they attempt to anyway. But I'm saying he gave them what they wanted. He clearly gave them what they wanted. Sure did. Gave them what they wanted. When it come to us, not so much. They really don't. They don't give us anything. Not these Dems. These Dems could care less. And they really don't for the most part. They don't care. That's the sad part about it. That's why I can't believe it's almost 6 o'clock. Wow. They do not care. So I'll probably talk more about this in other podcasts. Now the thing of it before I get off here, what now? He's convicted of 34 counts that can get him convicted. Thing of it is, the rumor mill was, oh, they said he could get probation up to 4 years. So that's at the judge's discretion at this point. Now let's see how big and bad this judge is going to be on Trump at this point. Let's see if he stick to his guns, so to speak, and say, okay, Trump, you can't do this. This is what's going to happen. Let's see if he does that. You know, because you remember, it's the same judge said, I'm going to put a gag order on you if you keep talking. I'm going to throw you in jail. Guess what he didn't do? You know, he was still talking, yapping it up, and what did he do? He fined him $1,000 for each gag order offense that he violated, to the tune of what, $9,000, $10,000. That's a drop in the bucket for Trump, considering all the campaign donations he been getting. He won't even miss it. You know, it meant nothing to him. Nothing to him at all. Not in the first. Meant nothing to this guy, man. It really didn't. Didn't mean anything. Didn't mean dick. You know. So I'm just saying. Who knows what the judge gonna give? But I wouldn't be surprised if he got off. I was surprised that he got convicted of all 34 charges. But I would not be surprised if he gets off on them to a on a technicality. I mean, at a point where they okay, well, we won't give you hard time. We'll just give you probation. Then you get to go out and run for president anyway. Folks, this is the reason why they actually decided to go with the hush money trial versus the insurrection, because they know the insurrection, he get convicted that he's done. He would never be able to run because it'd be on the federal level. Let's be honest. If they try him on that, that's a whole different ballgame, and they know it. That's why they didn't try on the insurrection, because that's next level. And the other stuff he was doing down in Mar-a-Lago, you know that they ain't gonna touch him about that. I think they actually want him to run for. I think they want him to get reelected. Yeah, they do. In the worst way, they could care less, and that's the problem I got right now. It's the reason I don't want to vote. It's the reason I do not want to vote. You know, I spend my time 90 minutes to 2 hours up in the hotline. They offer you no sandwich, no cold cuts, no cold drinks, no sodas, no nothing. Just so I can vote, so we can put somebody in office who not going to represent your best interest at all. Not even in the least. They will not represent. They don't care. They really don't care. You know, all this sad stuff going on in this world today, and those folks don't care nothing about you at all. Not in the least. They do not care. So why should I care about voting? I know people are, well, you got to represent the legacy of your ancestors who fought. And I understand, and I do respect that. You know, my problem is that they don't respect that. I respect it and they don't, because they don't honor your legacy when you vote. If they're not honoring my legacy when I vote, then why should I give up my option and right to vote just so you take advantage of it? Which is what y'all do it, which is what they do anyway. They don't care. Folks they don't give a hoot about it at all. They just simply do not give a damn. So neither do I, folks. I'm jive tired of it. I really am. I'm jive tired of it. Yeah. I was always wondering why my folks back in '82 didn't want to vote. And I think it was Reagan. Was it Reagan, Carter, or somebody? One of them. Reagan. Reagan. Reagan ended up becoming president anyway. Uh, but now I understand why they didn't want to vote. And now, at my age right now, I feel the same way. I'm out.